Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and we are back for another episode of the Ni no Kuni and the Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and cleared out Ding Dong Dell from the ash, so that is very nice. Just 2 more kingdoms to go to. We are now finally here in the Alma Moon area. Now, for this portion of what was going on in Alma Moon, I didn't really want to go and show you guys everything that was happening within this part because, again, it's kind of a rinse and repeat type of thing. Is that if you are running low on different items, just go and make sure to battle out with the different civilians that are out here within the different kingdoms, and they should be able to at least kind of replenish out on some of the items that you do need. But however, we are right now going to be going and taking care of Queen Lola. This is the next up and coming undead boss that we have to go and do. We just went and faced off with King Tom. Now, I want to say here for this experience that I had to go through with Queen Lola, it was not really all that too difficult. I know that before when we went and fought off with King Tom, he was actually more ruthless and more vicious because that 1-2 punch move just kept on racking up with so much amount of damage. Now here for Queen Lola, with her tactics right now within the first phase that's going to happen, is that she does have one move known as Naughty Snort, which that will actually blow away the different familiars that when you start to get up a little bit up and close for where Queen Lola is going to be. Now she also does have this rolling tactic move, which she kind of does normally most of the time, so just be very careful about where you go and rolling into. Now it doesn't really do as much amount of damage, but just very little amount of damage can kind of rack up quite a bit more if you are not really all that too careful with the blocking. Now she also does have one known as, I think it's called Royal Rush, which I think we're going to be seeing just right around here. Just make sure to go and defend as best as you can around from there. Now I think within this part, I don't think Queen Lola doesn't really have anything too worthy while of trying to go and steal. I know that during the last episode when we went about out with King Tom, we now do have the King Cat Claws. I want to say it's one of the best of the items so far that we can actually go and pick up for binge right now. So that should be very nice. At least the good thing is that we don't really have to go and really worry about heading over to Perdia and trying to buy out on that other type of special item for binge though. Now, I want to say, if you do want to go ahead and buy out on some items, I believe Perdia is the one kingdom I want to say that is actually open at this point in time. So you can actually go and buy out on some extra more cappuccinos and whatnot from there. But again, if you don't really have the money at this point in time, that can become somewhat of a problem. And then that's when you can go and use the undead civilians if you want to go and try to rack up with any more extra other medicine here. Now, we are getting very close to the second phase. Now, her second phase is going to be, I want to say, a little bit of a beware type of moment. She does actually have this move known as the Flying Cow move, which we will be seeing that. I believe she actually just jumps up into the air and completely crushes any type of competition that she does go and see, and it will hit for a pretty significant amount of damage, but unfortunately, you can't really go and defend out with every single type of character that you have, but at least try to defend out on the one character that you're actually using at this point in time now. But I believe she is going to go and head into her walking type of state here, kind of like what happened before with King Tom. Uh-oh. Yep, and here we go. Now, this is where you want to go and do the strategy that I kind of went and did from before. Now, originally, for what my strategy was, is that within the first phase is just normal attack whatsoever. Don't really go and waste out on the MP all that too much, because the more times that you go and waste up on the MP, it's going to be a lot harder within the second phase that happens afterwards. So this right here in the second phase, we're going to go all out. We're going to throw down every single even star spell that we could go and do. I believe it actually does roughly a little bit around within the 300 damage range. So if we could go and do that for quite a while, that will be the significant amount of type of stuff that we do need for that there. Now, unfortunately, we did go and lose out on Esther, but not to worry. We will have some other Phoenix feathers that will be able to go and help out with the within this situation here. But after a little bit of some time, we regained most of our guys back. We went out for the all-out attack move. So just keep on hitting the triangle button. I believe that will actually make out the all-out attack that we can go and do to kind of bump up our attacks a little bit higher now. But let's go and see what else we do need, if we need any provisions. I know that we got quite a bit of some cappuccinos here, so we're going to throw that one down. And we should be able to get the last and final hit right here from the Even Star move. And let's go and throw it down. The Power of Shadar. Let's go. finally destroy out Queen Lola and get this other undead finally finished. And that just leaves that we just have one more undead boss to go into. Now, if you guys are kind of wondering, is Prox, well, what type of boss are we going to be facing off in Hamlin? Because like it seems like Marquesan is like somewhat already safe, right? He's not like turning into an undead type of creature at this point in time. Well, if you guys remember, we have went into Hamlin before at the very beginning of our start of this actual Shadar story, and we have went and bowed out with the robot pig machine tank that was there. But now, seems like that robot pig machine tank is going to be back, but it is back from robot heaven to actually go and become like this resurrected form of itself, but now it's going to be like a dead version that we're going to have to go face off with, which actually does look pretty cool. But this guy is going to be, I want to say, a little bit more tricky than what King Tom is, though. But let's go and do it. Let's go and smash down that crystal. Let's go and move off into another part here within the story. Now, if you guys remember, during the last time that we went and actually smashed out with one of these crystals, we got another one of these special flowers. Well, we're going to get another one of these special flowers, and it's actually going to give us ourselves a little bit of some more extra information about what is happening within P's lore. Now, we already kind of learned a little bit about like P's type of story, origin story that was happening, because originally before, like her father passed away, and I want to say that he was like the king of some sort of ruler of that type of area, and then they want to kind of move it over to P, which then unfortunately she didn't really want to become a queen, and she didn't really want to have that special power, but they kind of forced it upon her to literally become this queen in her kingdom there. But now we get to go and literally learn a little bit more for what's going to happen now, which I believe we should be able to go and see that that pet bird that the White Witch actually has actually is P's pet that actually happened during the time of this story here, before that she became even a White Witch to begin with. So this is really interesting. And I knew that there was something a little bit suspicious going on, because I remember that within like the first segment that was happening, and seeing those 12 counselor people all sitting around where she was at, like with young P there, it kind of seems like, yeah, she is somewhat of the White Witch soulmate that's going on within this part as well. Now, within these two videos for today, I don't know if I already went and told you guys this, but we are doing Ocarina of Time as well. We are going to be moving onwards into the Gerudo training grounds, and doing a little bit of some more of some dungeon exploring around through there to hopefully at least pick up with the ice arrows. But yeah, look at all these suspicious guys right here. Like, you know that they're going to be pretty evil when they have like red eyes just around out here and just circling around. So it looks like they kind of want to like put the blame onto Queen P for any type of suggestions that they kind of throw at when they go and sit around here.
Provided that we keep the more sensitive matters from Her Majesty's hearing.
Yes, and ensure that she is made publicly responsible for
Yeah, so any type of decision that they make, they're going to just basically put the blame literally right onto Queen P, which that doesn't really seem all that too right.
While she takes all the blame.
Yeah, these guys seem pretty evil as they are. But that should be about it for now.
Father, I know you will be proud of me. Today, the council gave me
That doesn't seem all that too good, though. I wouldn't really trust their approval for nothing.
of state. Now I can work for the best interests of my subjects.
But I can't wait until we go and see what the last and final flower is going to be for P, and I think that's when we're going to actually see the actual transformation of how she kind of turned into this, like, Doctor Doom type of character. That's all that I can literally think about. It's like when I see her mask, that as her as being as the White Witch, kind of reminds me a little bit of, like, Doctor Doom. I don't know if you guys ever watched, like, Fantastic Four, but kind of reminds me a little bit about it.
Subjects and kingdom from despair. Soon, Father. Soon I shall bring the light of hope into the lives of my people.
Alright, well there we go. So that was our second story, part 2 of P's origin that was going on from here. Yep, we just saw Peace Future once again. All because of that flower. But there's the Last Kingdom, and that's going to be with Hamlin. And I think that's where we're going to go and end off with the episode for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. We got ourselves now with the Flower of Faith at this point in time, our second one. And I'll see you guys then. And peace.